What if I told you that one of the most powerful voices in music almost never made it? Behind the success, behind the anthems of self-love and individuality, lies a story of struggle, doubt, and moments where everything could have fallen apart. Alessia Cara's journey isn't just about fame. It's about fighting against the odds, staying true to yourself, and proving that authenticity still matters in an industry built on trends. But here's the real question. Has the world truly given her the recognition she deserves? Or is she still the underrated voice we've all been sleeping on? Stick around, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you see her forever. Alessia Cara, a name that has echoed through the music industry for years, yet somehow, her story remains a mystery to many. You've heard her voice, you've felt her lyrics. But do you really know the artist behind the music? What if I told you that the girl who wrote some of the most powerful anthems of self-love and individuality almost never made it? That behind the success, there's a journey filled with doubt, struggles, and moments where everything could have fallen apart? And yet, she made it. But how? Let's take a step back. Before the fame, before the recognition, before the awards, there was just a girl from Brampton, Ontario, writing songs in her bedroom. A girl who felt different. A girl who wasn't the typical pop star material. Alessia Cara, yes, that's her real name, grew up in a world where fitting in was the norm, but she never quite fit. And instead of forcing herself to, she embraced her differences. She turned her insecurities into lyrics, her doubts into melodies. But was that enough? At just 13, Alessia picked up a guitar and started posting covers on YouTube. Sounds like a simple beginning, right? But what happened next wasn't simple at all. Her voice, soulful, raw, filled with emotion, caught the attention of the right people. But here's where things get interesting. It wasn't an overnight success. No viral moment changed her life in an instant. It was slow. It was uncertain. It was filled with rejection. Labels weren't sure if she could fit into the industry mold. But one person believed in her. EP Entertainment's Tony Perez saw something different, something special. Then came the moment that changed everything. Here, a song that was never meant to be a radio hit. A song about feeling out of place, about not wanting to be at a party, about being different. But somehow, that song resonated. It was real. It was authentic. And suddenly, the industry took notice. But here's the part no one talks about. Success doesn't erase self-doubt. Imagine being 18 and suddenly, the world is watching. Alessia was thrown into the spotlight. A place she never really wanted to be in. Interviews, performances, expectations, everything came at once. And for someone who had always felt like the outsider, this was overwhelming. The pressure to prove herself, to keep delivering, to not fade away. It was real. Then came Scars to Your Beautiful, a song that didn't just make waves, it became an anthem, a message to everyone struggling with self-image, with self-worth. It was personal, because Alessia herself had battled these feelings, and now she was giving a voice to those who felt unheard. But even as her music climbed the charts, even as she won awards, Alessia struggled with something deeper: identity. Was she just another pop star now? Had she lost what made her different? Would the industry change her? And just when you think she had it all figured out, the real challenge began. The music industry is tough. People move on fast. One hit doesn't guarantee another. And Alessia knew this. So instead of chasing trends, she stayed true to her sound. But it wasn't easy. Her next albums didn't get the same level of attention. The pressure was building again. The whispers started. Was she fading away? But here's the thing about Alessia Cara. She never made music to be famous. She made music to connect, to tell stories, to be real. And that's exactly what she kept doing. From Growing Pains to Sweet Dream, her music evolved, but her honesty remained. And that's why, no matter what, she has something many artists lose over time: authenticity. So what's next for Alessia Cara? Will she reclaim the spotlight? Will she redefine herself once again? One thing is certain, she's not done. And if her journey has taught us anything, it's that she's always full of surprises. So, do you think the music industry has truly given her the credit she deserves? Or is she still the underrated voice we all need to pay more attention to? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you've made it this far, trust me, there's more to Alessia's story than meets the eye. Stick around, because this journey, it's far from over.